Previously on In Times Like These.
I just heard Dee on the phone with Zeke, talking about what? You, and whether he regrets not telling Nichelle that he got you pregnant. All that matters is that Isidore gets the hint that your mother will never want him back. You're right, Viv. The agreement was that Isidore would be considered an enemy of this family. So as a family, I'm confident that we can take him on with whatever attack he has planned for us. If I tell Udell, then my marriage will be over. Don't you understand that? Clearly, you didn't seem to care or understand about the state of your marriage when you jumped into bed with another man. No matter what happens in your marriage, you can still do right by your husband by telling him the truth. Alright, cousin, how come you wanted to hang out with me at Shirley's diner? To meet with a mutual friend. What mutual friend? Hey, Dee. What are you in my office for, Vivian? I guess you're finally allowed back at Theodosius' palace. Are you trying to tell me that Pacho didn't fill you in? I'll be honest. It wasn't Pacho, but Isabel was the one who filled me in. Why did you hear the news from Isabel? 'Cause she had news to share with me, Isidore. In fact, she gifted me with something special. A gift. To my surprise, she gifted me with the Russo Jewelers shares you signed over to her. Will I be seeing you at the 4th of July event at Theodosius' palace this week, Wanda? We can't be seen in public, Owen. Not anymore. Meeting with you in private to celebrate the day we first kissed one another isn't anything I'm opposed to. Stop it. You and I can't be seen together because Shelley told Jeremiah that you and I slept together. It was great to have you back at work after you finished with maternity leave, Shelley. It was such a relief to see you show Zeke Franklin the ropes. Well, I'm ready to get back to juggling motherhood with work and building the house for struggling mothers. Since you're ready for life after maternity leave, there's something I need to share with you. What is it, Jeremiah? I told Wanda that she revealed to me that she cheated on Udell. JJ, why'd you ask Yvette to join us? JJ knows that Zeke got me pregnant, Dee. Oh really? How come I'm now just hearing about this, cousin? Because Yvette didn't want me to say a word to anyone, and I respected her enough to keep my mouth shut. You're gonna be more loyal to her than your own family? It's not like that, Dee. Besides, I can't have you causing issues for me when I'm getting my lip gloss line together and about to give birth next month. Whatever you've got planned, it ends today, Dee. Isabel did what? You getting hard of hearing at your age, bro? I heard you loud and clear, Vivian. Now that you have my shares, it's clear Isabel does not want them, which means I want my shares back. No can do. Isabel expected me to take good care of these shares. I wouldn't want to disappoint her. This was all you and Pacho. You getting these shares is a scheme you two cooked up. You've got this all wrong, Isidore. You asked me to get Pacho to try and lift the ban against you, which is what I did. Still waiting for a thank you. Can't say that I'm surprised, Wanda. Did you come here to help me write my speech to drop out of the race? Calm down, Owen. Jeremiah promised that he wouldn't go public. Most of all, he promised not to tell Udell. And you believe him, because Jeremiah is an honest man, unlike the two of us. I really wish you didn't confront her, Jeremiah. You asked me not to tell Udell. I needed to make it clear to Wanda that it was her responsibility to tell her husband the truth. But Wanda wouldn't even admit to Udell about her betrayal when I found out about the affair. Now that more people know Wanda's secret, it should convict her. The sooner she admits to what she's done, the better. I can't even begin to imagine how Udell would react if he found out how long we've known about his wife's infidelity. I ain't trying to make things difficult for you, Yvette. I know you're trying to make Zeke feel guilty to the point where he admits to Nichelle that he got me pregnant. It's Zeke's life. I can't convince him to make life-changing decisions. Stop lying, Dee. I literally heard you on the phone the other day. Oh, so not only are you listening in on my private conversations, you're telling other people about him. JJ's not the one who's in the wrong, Dee. you are for trying to convince Zeke to get involved in my unborn son's life when that's not what I want. It baffles me when you've been requesting gratitude over things you deserve retribution for. That sounds like a threat. It ain't like you can force me to sign back the shares over to you. The shares you stole rightfully belong to me, Vivian. I'll get them back. I ain't still nothing. Besides, you ain't expect to get your shares back from Isabel when you signed them over to her. You did what, Isidore? Jeremiah might agree to keep quiet for a moment, but what makes you so sure that he won't change his mind in the future, Wanda? Because what happened between the two of us is over, and I'm committed to Udell. Yet you're here to inform me of what Jeremiah knows, because I didn't want you constantly questioning whether Shelley would keep her mouth shut or not. Do you actually think that Udell would come after us for keeping this secret? I wish I could give you a straight answer, Shelley. That man's heart will break once he discovers that Wanda not only kissed Owen Grant, but proceeded to share a bed with him. But it was Wanda who didn't stick with her vows, Jeremiah. Udell couldn't possibly have a good reason to be angry with us. All I know is that when Udell realizes that he can't even trust his own wife, it will be difficult for him to trust those who knew that fact before he did. What you need to stop doing is trying to make me look like some sort of cartoon bad guy. If anyone made things complicated, it was you when you pushed Zeke away when he tried telling you that he wouldn't abandon his son after you give birth. Since you and Zeke are such close friends, Dee, then you should realize that Zeke's mom, who just got out of prison, shouldn't be anywhere near my baby. Which means that Zeke getting to know my son is out of the question. Explain yourself, Isidore. How in the world did Isabel Torres get a hold of your shares? I'll give you a short little recap, Lorenzo. Nichelle had Isidore banned from Theodosius' palace, so Isidore gave up his shares in order to lift the ban and try to win Isabel's heart. And what your precious daughter is leaving out is that she and Pacho took advantage of the situation. Well, what did you expect? Isidore, you thought with your emotions rather than with your brain. With Alan running the company, your actions do not set a good example for your son. I don't want to see you face difficulties, Wanda. Then don't antagonize the Dorvals because they're the only ones who know our secret. You don't have to worry about that. Besides, I've kept plenty of secrets much longer than I've known you. I understand what you're saying, Jeremiah. The best thing we can do is encourage Wanda to tell the truth and pray for her marriage with Udell. Do you think Udell would forgive her if he finds out about her betrayal? I don't know what to think. I sure do hope that they can remember how much they love each other rather than how much they've hurt one another.